Good morning from day 3, July 7th. It's about 8 a.m. We've been up for about an hour in a tent. This is our morning view from the tent. Pretty cool. Sarah's over there on the rocks. Gonna have some coffee. There's supposed to be a storm coming in, but there she is. There's supposed to be a storm coming in, but certainly doesn't feel like it right now, so it'll be interesting to see how that develops later on in the day. So that's it for now. Here's our trusty tent, and we will check in later. All right, day 3, 9 o'clock. Sarah's having some breakfast. I'm gonna head out and head that way, see how far we get, and Sarah will probably strike out and do a little something as well. So we've got our radio so we can stay in touch with each other, and we'll check in a bit later. All right, we're about to head up that shelf there. We're at Titcomb Lake number 3. Sarah's back there on the shelf, but as I zoom in here, you can see there's some wildlife in the water. Pretty cool. We're pretty high up, so they're relaxing in lake number 3. We're gonna keep going, get up on the shelf, and give Sarah a status report. She was asking if she would need Crocs for this section, and absolutely not, so check in later. All right, we just climbed the shelf. We're getting our first views of lake number 4. Pretty cool. And we came from lake number 3. Half of it is you can't see, but that's where we came from.
Good morning. It's about 10 o'clock. I finished my coffee, I did a little knitting, and now I'm gonna go out on my little adventure just to stretch my legs a little bit and then come back to base camp and relax, but let's go.
All right, so we're saying goodbye to Lake 4 and hello to Lake 5. And up there on that shelf is Mistake Lake. I've heard that it's frozen over, so we might go check that out as well. But let's keep going to the end of 5. All right, we're at lake number 5 in the Titcomb Basin. Pretty spectacular. Had a few folks, I think they're climbers, camped at the top of lake 4. So they probably did their climb yesterday, I'm guessing, because there were some folks still at camp. But you never know. So we're gonna keep taking this trail as long as it looks good. There's definitely been plenty of snow on the trail, but nothing crazy that we can't navigate. It's all relatively flat. Just a wet trail with melting snow. A bit muddy here and there, but overall pretty good shape. So we're gonna see if we can get across this snow field, and I imagine the trail just follows the lake to the top, and that's where the I guess maintained trail, for lack of a better word, goes away. But I'm sure there's climber trails. So yeah, we'll go check it out, and then maybe try and find a way up to Mistake Lake. We'll see.
So I just got to lake 4. Brian and I were on the walkie-talkies, and he is at lake 5, and he might go up to Mistake Lake, but this is the view from here. It's gorgeous.
All right, we're getting close to the top of lake 5. Some storm clouds are starting to show up, but yeah, pretty amazing. We're gonna keep on going and see what it looks like at the end. What's up? All right, so we're north of Lake 5 now. There's still a pretty well-established climbers trail. So we're gonna keep taking this for a while. Keeping an eye on the storm clouds. I'll probably have a turnaround time of noon. Started at 9, it's a little after 11, so Summer Ice Lake is next, and hopefully we can get up to the Twins Glaciers, depending on snow conditions. I think I just felt a little drop of rain, but there shouldn't be any serious rain until later. Sorry, camera is more focused on me than the lake behind me, but that's the way she goes. Check in later. All right, day 3 update. I think this is going to be my stopping point for the day. We're encountering more snow. We would still have over a half mile, basically going that way and then bending around to the left to get a peek at Twins Glaciers, but this view is not half bad. We've got Titcomb Lake number 5 behind us there. Nice little jaunt up here. Sarah's been keeping me updated on the radio. She took a trek up to Lake 4 and she just ran into a couple of climbers who were heading on into the basin with plans to climb tomorrow. So pretty cool. But this is, I think I'm gonna find a place to sit the pack down, have a little something to eat, and then start making my way back. But what an awesome day out here. I think if there wasn't still so much snow, I'd probably be a little more adventurous, but there's no need to push it. I mean, really wasn't a whole lot of work to get these views. Pretty amazing, and there's no one else up here at the moment. So, pretty cool. I'm gonna soak it all in. Well, it's around noon. We're heading back, and this is my view back home. Pretty spectacular, if I do say so. And then a quick 180. That's not a bad view either. So definitely have a lot of blue sky, but the clouds that are coming in are not the white ones, they're a little bit on the gray side, so doesn't feel like rain yet, but it'll be nice to be back at base camp before any serious rain starts, and we'll see what happens. Always up for a good thunderstorm, rainstorm, hailstorm once I'm back at base camp. Check in later.
Okay, so I'm just sitting here knitting, relaxing now that I'm back at base camp. And you can see there's a marmot standing up right there. Here it comes. So our bear bins, which really here are marmot-proof bins, are in that tree in the shade. And I was just sitting here and the marmot had been running around. And then I heard it like tapping on our bear bins. He's coming back. So we'll see if he goes for them again. But I just ran over and like stomped really loud and he ran away. Oh yeah, these marmots. Thankfully everything's put away. So I think I'm going to be doing battle against the marmot. I just had to move myself down. I'm like right next to the bear bins. He just like keeps coming back. So he's not getting food, but he just is like trying to play with the bear bins, which is not what we want. So hopefully he loses interest and goes away, but we'll see.
All right, day 3 update. It's almost 1:30 in the afternoon. We're just approaching Lake 3 and base camp is just on the other side of that, up the shelf there. Sarah had mentioned she ran into two guys who had plans to climb Gannett Mountain tomorrow, and they just got an updated weather forecast. I actually ran into them heading back this way. They ended up camping at Island Lake, and they're not going to be able to do the climb tomorrow just because it's going to be rain tomorrow morning when they would be up there. So changed the plans for them, but they're still enjoying it out here, doing some fishing. And one of the guys had a InReach Mini like me, and he had gotten a weather forecast through the Mini, and I've never actually done that. So I'm going to play with that when I get back to the campsite, so that's cool. But while we're here, why don't we check in with Sarah, see how she's doing. Last I heard from her, she was fighting a marmot, going after our bear containers. Let me just turn this off. Brian to Sarah, over.
Go for Brian.
Just a quick update. I'm approaching lake number 3 now. Getting close.
Sounds good.
How's our marmot friend doing?
You finally left.
Okay, see you soon.
Bye.
All right, so that's the update. We'll check in later. What's up? So we're back at base camp at 10,600 feet. Tent's over there. The skies have gotten darker. The wind has picked up. It's around a little after 3 in the afternoon, and it's probably only a matter of time before we get some rain. The forecast was for thunderstorms this afternoon. We haven't heard any thunder yet, but enjoying a hot beverage and gonna enjoy this bug-free time outside before Sarah and I are hunkered down in the tent. And from what we've heard, it'll be rain until like around noon tomorrow, but then it'll clear up again. So that'll be good. It'll let the tent dry out tomorrow afternoon. So yeah, we're probably going to be spending some quality tent time, but still with pretty good views. So we'll check in later. All right, it's almost 3:30 and we're just hearing our first rumblings of thunder. Storm's coming.